Fame Wino and Diggity Dean Dane Sampson joined together for some chit chat and culture on the Blind View podcast series brought to you by the Interview Podcast 513 and sponsored by Spin Bin Magazine. Is it an interview? Is it a podcast? Is it something in between? It's just two fellas talk about their dreams. A little bit of bickering. A little bit of this and a little bit of that. We recorded as it goes, and here it is.
Beep boop. Hey, y'all. It's your boy Diggity Dean Dane Sampson, or whatever you feel like calling me today. Just don't pay too much attention to that pimple because it's crazy out here. I will say that nobody told me when I was getting clean that your skin just starts breaking out. And I don't know if it's because like you're getting rid of all the toxins, but I feel it's been 3 months, dude. You know what I mean? How many more toxins do I have? By the way,
Well, your body doesn't really start to detox until after a certain amount of time, so it makes sense.
I didn't know that. By the way, this is my co-host Fame Wino.
Hello, good people.
Yeah, man. So, you survived the winter storm.
Yeah.
Was it as bad as they said it was going to be? Because I know it was like they're like it could be 0 to 100 inches. What'd you guys end up getting?
It definitely was as bad as they said. We definitely ended up getting like 10, 12 for sure. And then it's super cold weather to follow up doesn't really help. But yeah, it happened. It was real. You know what I mean?
I saw there was like fucking icebergs floating in the Ohio River and shit.
Dog, it was definitely crazy for real. Just another symptom of being in the Midwest, man.
Did you see like in some areas of the country, and I didn't know this until recently, it could get so cold tree bark explodes off trees?
Yeah, which is
insane.
Then I seen some videos of that shit, and it's violent, bro. Like those trees explode is violent as
Yeah, like this trees. Dude. You know what I think is also kind of funny? If you ever looked at some trees that are like across the street, and they look like they're trying to reach out to each other. If you think they ever make, they just one day they'll make it. If they keep building these goddamn roads,
you know they communicate.
I do. The root systems are crazy. You know, Avatar. Yeah. Avatar there is some scientific stuff to that, like the movie. I'm not saying to that extreme, but you know there are a lot of correlations. You know, I mean, with it also just being it's the story of Pocahontas. Let's be honest.
You know, basically, you know,
it is. Could you imagine
another life lesson?
How terrifying they had to be for Pocahontas to be agree to like John Smith, who probably had like dysentery, and fucking his face is just. Like, come here,
always
girl.
Make the story sound so fucking
it was
nice
not.
and no,
it was not romantic at all.
It was not romantic at all.
And as soon as they took her to, he took her to Europe with her, she died.
Yeah, literally.
From disease.
Like, bro, fuck.
Yeah. So I want to start off my first topic this week, and I want to read this a little bit. You know, I am a huge Kanye fan. I have been. He does make himself hard to root for sometimes, but there's also a method to his madness a lot of the times. But I think now recently he conveniently plays the mental health card, you know, sometimes. And now you don't know whether he's like being serious or he's crying wolf. You know, like when he originally came out with the Nazi rhetoric, there is videos. It was so he could get out of his contract with Adidas. You know what I mean? And now they're in a standoff. But he has recently released a apology letter. Care if I read it?
I don't care if you read it. I read it already. If you want to read it.
Okay, I kind of want to read it for the public. 25 years ago, I was in a car accident that broke my jaw and caused injury to the right frontal lobe of my brain. At the time, the focus was on the visible damage, the fracture, the swelling, and immediate physical trauma. The deeper injury, the one inside my skull, went unnoticed. Comprehensive scans were not done, neurological exams were limited, and the possibility of a frontal lobe injury was never raised. It wasn't properly diagnosed until 2023. The medical oversight caused serious damage to my mental health and led to my bipolar type 1 diagnosis. Bipolar disorder comes with its own defense system. Denial. When you're manic, you don't think you're sick. You think everyone else is overreacting, and you feel like you're seeing the world more clearly than ever. when in reality you're losing grip entirely. Once people label you as crazy, you feel as if you cannot contribute anything meaningful into the world. It's easy for them to joke and laugh it off when in fact it is a very serious, debilitating disease you can die from. According to the World Health Organization, which we just left, by the way, did you know that?
Yep. Oh yeah, I know that.
And Cambridge University, people with bipolar have a life expectancy that is shortened by 10 to 15 years on average. Blah, blah, blah. It kind of just gets in there. He's kind of doing it. And, he's, just kind of acknowledging it. He's sorry. But he also has Bully releasing his new album, Bully. Do you I guess I say all that to get to this. Do you think this is a marketing thing, or you think he's being sincere, or both?
I think he's being sincere. And the reason I say I think he's being sincere is because he didn't get on a camera and say it.
Yeah.
I think it was like he genuinely realized he finally like got properly diagnosed. In my opinion,
and medicated.
It makes sense too the way he explained it in there. It all makes sense with his actions.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like the stuff that we've had to see him do, and not like it makes no sense, and there's really no timeline. It just happened. Like, and also I think one of the big important things he pointed out too is that with being bipolar, when you're not experiencing an episode, you're completely normal. Like, and then everybody's basically treating you based off of your episode. And so you're just this normal you, and you're just sitting there like, why is everybody so fucking mad at me? And then they're like, bro, you fucking got a Nazi chain. Yeah. You fucking put a swastika on shirts and sold them. And then you like, I did what? Like, and it's fucked up because I think if you go back to the Cat Williams interview with Shannon Sharp, on Club Shay Shay, Cat Williams is like, we as a people decided to tell, well, he said you to the fans, but the people, you decided to crown this man a genius because he's good at music, like you decided to allow this guy to put himself on a pedestal and so I think that just as much as people like to criticize Kanye, there are a lot of people that are fans who are kind of at fault for letting him fall deeply into that other side of his ego as well because we applauded it. You know what I mean? So hopefully he gets the help he needs.
And and I understand about not wanting to take medicine because it kills your creativeness in you. Some of those medicines, I get that. But there's also some people that with this bipolar or when they have episodes and such, they truly do not remember what they just did.
I might get some more wine. My bad. I forgot. I had some wine earlier. My bad.
You having one of those days?
No, I'm chilling. I just.
It is your off day.
Pouring a little bit more. My bad.
What are you saying? My bad for?
Because I got up in the middle of the episode.
Okay, yeah, that was rude, but so I'm going to repeat what I was saying. Some people, when they have these episodes and they do these big things and they do that, they kind of black out. They don't really remember what took place, and then you got to read it like kind of in third person about yourself.
Exactly.
And it's
kind of crazy.
And when you're on that level, it's already out to the world.
As soon as he says anything, it's rolling. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's looking crazy for real.
I agree, but he's taking long breaks too. I think he just needs, that transcending. Honestly, if he just puts out a number one record, all these people will be like, "You're forgiven."
Oh yeah,
and that's just kind of how it goes.
People forgive celebrities people love celebrities, dog. People live vicariously through these celebrities so much that they'll let them do anything. I just seen people, and again, man, politics or whatever, but Nicki Minaj just went up there and made a goddamn fool of herself. And I see people just like, I stand with Nicki. I'm still with Nicki. And it's like, she's a clown, bro. Like, fuck her music. Fuck all of that Young Money shit. That was 2 decades ago, guys. Like, she's a fucking clown, bro. Like, and it's like, but at the same time, You gotta let people pick it too. They got free will. Hey
Yeah.
man,
Have you seen
whatever.
the $1 million like citizenship? Like,
Yeah, the Trump card.
yeah. I'm sorry. That shit. Why is
This
it
is
a
madness.
Trump card?
It's madness, bro. It's madness, and it's the most ego. It's the most egotistical shit ever, bro. And I don't understand why it's happening. I don't know. I just don't fucking know. But it's just like like, why the fuck is your face and your name on this card that grants people U.S. citizenship? Why is
Correct.
it a Trump card? It should just be a U.S. citizenship card,
It's
bro.
very dictatorship.
It's weird. It's very weird. Okay? And people bowing down to this man is weird to me. It's fucking all very fucking weird because they're like bowing down to this guy. Like, oh, hail Trump. All hail Trump. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Huh? You gotta get a gold card with this guy's face on it and
And
his
it's a
name on it
million
to be.
dollars. It's $1 million.
I don't know, bro. You watch these movies growing up, and you see these dictators and this one person who like rules the whole thing. You're just like, how does that even come to be? Like, and now I see it. Like, motherfuckers are just blindly going for this shit. Like, they don't care because when it's being displayed as well, we're gonna get rid of every. They
Hold on.
frame it.
Hold on.
Yeah.
I'll just piece that together. Sorry, we took a little break for technical difficulties. Back to Fame's rant.
Yes, I'm ranting, and I was gonna say that they frame a lot of their framework and make us think that foreigners, people of color, are coming and taking our jobs and taking our houses and all of this
They
stuff
took
that
our
doesn't make any.
jobs.
They took your jobs, like, but it's like even that we're like all of a sudden now the illegal immigrants are the ones taking our houses. How is that possible? How is the illegal immigrants coming over here with no money? But somehow they're buying up all of our real estate so that American people can't get it. It just doesn't make sense. But what they do is they frame it and they go, these are the people who are causing your everyday struggles to American people.
Mm-hmm.
And you got people who don't look any further than the surface and go, yeah, get those people who are stopping me and my wife from getting a nice house and having to pay our taxes. Get them out of here. When reality, it's the billionaires, bro.
It is. It's
Who would have
always.
thought?
It's the 1% controls the 99.
Who would have
And
thought?
it's why they call it the pyramid scheme, the pyramid effect. I want to go a little bit further on that. They say, I feel like there's at the time. I feel like if you want to get symbolic, but I guess my main thing is, do you think the mark of the beast is smartphones?
Yes.
Because think about that, it's accessible to everyone, and if you go in the rapture, they say 144,000 people. In today's world, that's probably about the amount of people that don't have a cell phone.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I think that the cell phone might not specifically be it. I think it was the blueprint though for it. I think the
Mm-hmm.
cell phone was the blueprint for, hey, what if we put everything into one device?
Mm-hmm.
And then what it's going to eventually become is our Apple Watches are now going to turn into everything. We'll no longer
And it'll
need
just like a
this.
screen will just pop up.
Yeah, you'll just FaceTime off the little screen and we'll just talk to each other like that, or we'll go meta glasses with the watch. You'll
Mm.
FaceTime with the meta glasses and so soon enough we are not going to need the phone anymore. It'll be right here and then it'll eventually go from being a wristband watch to we're going to put it in your hand and it's just going to be you can just open your palm up
Mm-hmm.
and talk to your palm.
Yeah.
I mean, they've told us in movies and stuff, but eventually that's where we're gonna get it, and they're laying the groundwork for it now. Everybody
Because
has everything on their phone.
just like the Simpsons somehow being able. Now, I do think they're getting a little ridiculous, bridging those things, but predict so many things. I feel like even like a movie like The Terminator, or
Yeah,
something like that. A little bit of it is I feel like the powers to be foreshadowing. Like, let's see how they
yeah,
feel about it. That's what a test audience is. That's why
all
like
day.
medical stuff goes through clinical trials for years before it gets released. Unless it makes your dick work, then it's immediate.
Right
Um,
now,
right
send it.
now, you can get government funding, like the government will pay for your boner pills.
Probably because the amount of fucking boner pills I see these days is insane, bro.
Yeah.
I don't even know how more companies just keep coming up. Like, what are y'all using different ingredients? We're not using the same shit. Like,
I still
what's
don't understand
happening?
why the Rhino pills at the gas station are so fucking big, though.
I don't understand how those are still allowed to be in the gas station.
Yeah, I don't even know what are they. First of all,
Mm.
um, sorry, I was gonna follow up with something very nicely, but I did get some good news. So, have you ever? I don't know if you've heard of her. She's big down here, though. So, I did that event mixer with Babs that I told you about
Yep.
at 94.1. Well, I agreed. Meredith, who does Orlando and the Freak Show, which is apparently a big show. I'm getting to learn more of it. She agreed to come on the podcast, and I was trying to think like of things like, hey, want to do like a picnic? I was trying to think of something cool, and she was like, well, it's really cold. Why don't we just film it here at my station? And invited me to her radio station to film this. I barely know this woman, and she was just very accepting, very inviting. So huge opportunity for me, but I kind of want to set, which awesome, we film next week. I'll think of some clever questions. Because if she is on a show called The Freak Show, and she was like, I'll talk about anything. And I was like, okay. I want to sound intelligent, but also challenging like I do. But I guess that isn't my next thing, because every day I see a new division in Cincinnati. A new
Yeah.
division every fucking day, whether it's, and I don't know. I don't know if you went, especially in the hip hop community, because I don't see any of these other genres of music beefing like this constantly. You know what I mean?
Well, even outside of Cincinnati, right? I've stood very tall on this point, and I'm looking at the camera when I talk about this.
Hold on,
I've stood very tall on this point for
let me,
years.
what I wanted to say before you get there, okay? Right there.
Okay.
All right. When I was in Cincinnati, because it is such a small city, I would have to fight for these opportunities. I would damn near, even when I was starting to get like a nice buzz, and a lot of people knew who I was, and I was having a lot of influence, I would damn near have to beg some of these people, like for opportunity, or to sit down with me, or can you share my post, whatever. And a big reason why I wanted to come back down to Florida, I don't know if it's just the sheer amount of people or the people that are success and the haves and have-nots. They're just much more willing to be like, yeah, I'll help you out. If I got time, sure, I'll throw you a bone. Somebody threw me one. Now, why, at least publicly, why does that seem to not always be the case back home? And in other cities, too.
In Cincinnati, I'm gonna say my rant that I have for the end of this. But in Cincinnati, specifically, we are a very small city.
Correct.
So, somebody posted the numbers in comparison to New York, and we're like, but it's so funny somebody posted that, because when I went to New York in 2022, I went to New York for Angela Simmons' first makeup release since the pandemic. Okay. Mm-hmm. And I had some music played there. I went up there in New York, whatever. So it's one night. I ordered some bud. I had some bud dropped off to me, which was cool, but they didn't bring papers because they can't sell papers, whatever. So I had to walk to a bodega, like somewhere or whatever. So I'm walking through New York, and I look up in the sky, and I just look at how like many buildings and how big this area is of this like downtown area, and then I realized like I'm in one borough of New York. This is the size of Cincinnati's downtown, our entire downtown. So that's the problem essentially in Cincinnati, dog. It's like people that have been here and been in the game long enough. Because if you notice, it's people who have been in the game for a while. Mm-hmm. A lot of people that are just starting off in Cincinnati have a lot of good energy. They want to work because the scene here is always something going on. Even when people aren't working together, there is something going on because we do have a lot of hustlers here. The problem is, though, is that people have been here long enough, run into the same people, run into the same venues, they deal with the same bullshit, and everybody becomes jaded.
Yes, I agree.
It's just what happens here, bro. You just become jaded because this is such a small lap. It's a small lap to run, and then once you run it, you end up catching yourself running it, right? And then as you're running it, you're seeing new people come on, and they're running it, and they're kind of like on pace with you. But you're like, I've already did this before. How are you performing at Madison Theater with me?
Right.
I'm a 10-year vet. You've been rapping for 6 months here, but city's too small.
Yeah.
That's the grand scheme of
And
it.
I also
And I would go ahead.
I also think
No, go ahead.
just musically though, you're not getting like, especially some, and I'm going to challenge the veterans, okay? Because I've seen your show 1,000 fucking times now, 1,000 times, and it's the same show over and over and over again. You know what I mean? And I can see it 4 nights a week. But why are we not why are we not putting more into like the overall production? So like,
because you still performing because like I'll tell you why, and this is from somebody who's done this for a very long time.
And that's what I'm trying to understand.
I've had large scale shows where I've rehearsed and we doing it with no lyrics in the back. I'm performing at a really good venue. I know we're gonna have good microphones. Boom. 20% of the venues in this city have good microphones and a proper setup.
Fair.
The rest of them have shit sound systems, right? So I've always tried to explain this because there's people that always have this conversation like, if you perform with your backtracks, yeah, but wait till you have an artist who comes into a show prepared, no backtracks, rehearsed, but the microphone sucks or the speakers suck. Now their whole set sucks, bro, and it's not their fault. So now motherfuckers start pulling up and performing over their tracks because they want to make sure you can hear them. But it's just too many. It's just such a small city that you're gonna end up doing the cycle faster than you want, and then you start realizing that everybody's just running the same cycle here because it ain't even no gatekeepers here no more either. It really ain't. No, the internet changed that. Ain't no fucking gatekeepers.
No.
But our city's too small. You can do every venue here in a 6-month run.
Yeah. And honestly, unless they're willing, because look, there's other like the suburban areas. Because I remember when we were back at Hit Lab, not Hit Lab, Wino and Hit Labs, and you were like, my goal is to get to the suburbs. And I think you thought when we were getting to know each other that I was the white guy that could do that. And I was like, wrong white guy. No,
definitely wrong white guy.
That's funny. But if they would just hit areas like Hamilton, who has a huge downtown area, I mean, Milford, Loveland, these other areas. But, and then again, you got to be able to be more diverse than just hardcore rap. If you want to hit the suburban areas, you got to have some feel good records. But I feel like, again, in the hip hop community, I haven't heard a feel good record in a while. Like a real feel good, non-hating record.
So whenever I'm either out doing stuff or when I'm at the job and we're doing a lot of moving things around or whatever, I play a lot of like 90s, 2000s music, hip hop, R&B or whatever. And the immaculate vibes, dog. You still had your gangster rap.
Yeah.
You still had your fucking club scene shit, but you also had some feel good shit, dog.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers was making music about the struggle for motherfuckers going through the struggle. We don't get that no more. It's very weird. And and you know what? So and then the thing about Cincinnati's little recent hoo-ha thing, it started off, I'm gonna say this to the camera. It started off from some very random Facebook page that only highlights drama and trauma in our city, and they decided to randomly do a comparison between 2 very successful women artists in our city, which is also extremely weird. But the biggest problem with this though is that we ran with it as a city, you know, like we turned it into a thing for no reason. It's stupid. But this goes to my bigger point.
Or you not want to
I don't fuck, man. The page is called "Check on Your Peoples," and it's like, but they don't highlight nothing but bullshit.
Yeah,
jail.
And I feel like
accidents, trauma. Like that's all they highlight.
I love Net Cincy. You know, they're funny as shit, but I feel like they kind of do the same thing.
They do the same thing, and then there's some page called Natty Cincy or some shit like that on Facebook. Do the same shit. They just highlight negativity or whatever, and that's a big issue in the black community. A lot of our social media platforms only highlight bullshit. But my biggest point though was to go back to the beginning of this conversation. Hip hop is the only genre where we are constantly beefing with one another. Now, don't get me wrong, bro. I come from hip hop, and beef originally.
Yes.
But listen, beef originally started where a motherfucker was telling you they was better than you at this rap shit, or just better than you at being a cool ass motherfucker, and you got on wax and you figured out who was better at rapping and talking shit. and whoever was better won. Now, obviously, we've had some shit in history where beef's gone a little too far, right? But that's anything. But the problem is though, is beef and black people having to fight for who's the best has become just our identity. We're the only genre that constantly talks about how no other nigga can fuck with us. We better than everybody. I don't want no friends. We slime you out. It's just nonstop bullshit from our culture, and it's just like they've made it where this is the. I mean, like, shout out to NBA YoungBoy, very famous guy, but he talks about nothing but violence and bullshit, bro. He's young, our whole younger generation. NBA YoungBoy done been in 3, 4, 5 different beefs. He's not even 25 yet. He's been in multiple beefs. His homies have killed people, and it's just what it is for us. And so our culture is just stuck in this nonstop loop of we can't have money and they have money. They can't have fans and we have fans. We got to have it all. Fuck them. And they look just like us. But then the gangster rappers turn around and they go embrace Justin Bieber. They go hug DJ Khaled. You know what I'm saying? They want to do songs with Miley Cyrus, but you want to kill the other black man.
Yeah.
It's sad, bro. It's sad, bro. That they go embrace motherfucking Ed Sheeran in a heartbeat. Hugged up with him. You know what I mean? Like, and it's just sad, bro, because there's no going. I personally know, like, it's 2026. There's no going back. We're getting closer to the ultimate side of bullshit than we are to shit going back to having balance. You know what I'm saying? And so Cincinnati is just a product of a larger issue, but we're a small city and our urban scene is even smaller, because when we say it's a small city, we're talking about the total number. But when you talk about how many black people are in Cincinnati, it's an even smaller number. And we're just one big high school, basically, running around trying to be cool with each other.
Actually, I want to look that up real quick. What is the...
Yeah.
What is the black population?
I just, man, you know, I don't know, bro. I've spent a lot of money and done a lot of stuff to really try to do like large scale events in this city, put people on the same stages together, put people together. And despite like a lot of efforts to unify,
half the population, it's 40%. I thought it was lower than that, but
nah, it's 40%. But I'm just saying though, but Cincinnati still as a whole city, small.
Yeah.
So then you take 40% of that small city.
And I wanted to tap on that. Like, you know, I love Cincinnati. I still think it's great. You know, because it's home. Let's just, you know what I'm saying. But I do want to touch on that because, like, why is I don't like. Should we do like a compliment battle? Should we bring that back, or force mother truckers to be nice to each other? Like, how do you like you? I don't. There is no resolution. So can an evolution fix the problem?
The problem is everybody's. This goes back to our first podcast we did, where I said everybody's a star, right? And so I seen people like talking about like, because Skylar Black had said something back about the comparison or whatever, and then motherfuckers lost their mind.
Did she name her though? Like,
no, she didn't name her.
That's what I'm saying. Thing I think. So why did they put Seda into it?
No, that was the fucking Facebook page did that. That's what happened. The Facebook page compared the two, and then the people ran with it.
So
and
then AI started this battle.
Basically, like, I mean, not even AI. Some goofy motherfuckers with a page, but it's like, that's all it took for a motherfucker to get bent out of shape and say some goofy shit.
Going
like
crazy. I fuck with
man, motherfuckers.
I'll be
crazy,
honest.
Bro.
I don't know who Seda is. I'll check her out now.
So look, Sada James was in this city going crazy, I think, from the gap of like 2016, 2015 to like 2018, 2019. But she left.
It's been a little while.
And but no, this is the thing though. It's been a little while here.
Correct.
She left. And she been working with industry artists ever since. She just ain't blew up yet, but she literally been working with relevant industry artists. This ain't no like,
she's making a living off of.
Correct. It's like quite literally like getting featured by major artists, on major artists, probably exactly. So it was just very weird that somebody even chose to compare the two, because although Skylar doesn't live elsewhere, Skylar is doing her thing. Skylar has gotten co-signed by Meek Mill, co-signed by G Herbo. She's co-signed by multiple people in the industry. She's done her
Right.
thing. It was very weird to me, but this
She
is
has a
what the
record
problem.
with Chris Brown.
This is what the problem is, though. Well, this is what the problem was with the people, and then Skylar shouldn't have said nothing, in my personal opinion. Even though she can do what she want, like you feel me,
Yeah.
but she shouldn't have said nothing because her accolades speak for themselves,
Yes,
right?
I think it's cool as shit she met Rihanna.
Yeah, anybody would have met Rihanna and been geeking about it. I
I did
don't, you
not
know, that's
realize
the thing.
how enormous Rihanna was standing next to her, though.
Yeah,
Like,
but this is the
how
thing though.
tall is she?
This was what happens though. This is what happens though, because
Look
Skylar
over
said
here.
something about something that was a obviously good. Skylar said something that was an obviously good thing. She met a billionaire or whatever. But then it just the people will turn on you so quick. This internet shit's so weird. Motherfuckers turned on her so fast. I met billionaires, this and that, and it turned on. I don't listen to her music. This is the weirdest shit I've seen because it's like just a second ago, wasn't we all just rooting for her?
Yeah.
When she got the Chris Brown feature, there wasn't a whole city lit up for her. I didn't see nobody hating. They couldn't wait. They couldn't wait. And that's another problem with Cincinnati, bro. Because take it from me, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not a braggadocious guy, but facts of the matter are like me and Clay are the first artists from this city to make it onto a video game, on a very major video game, right? That shit happened for us in the pandemic. We couldn't even capitalize for real on our very large, monumental, successful moment in the city. We weren't embraced how I felt we should have been embraced in the city, but motherfuckers just kept going. You feel me? And I don't lean on that. That was 2021. I don't lean on what I've done.
Lean on me.
I still try to put forth and put effort into creating new. You know what I'm saying? But how quickly folks would flip. If I said, I guarantee you right now, if I got on Facebook right now and made a status, it was like, I'm the first motherfucker to be on a video game in Cincinnati, especially a major video game like NBA 2K21. And we was on the radio in 10 different states at one time. And we performed down at the Grammys. Do you know what I mean? Motherfuckers would find a reason to make that something bad
Be like, fuck
and turn it into a reason to not fuck with fame no more.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, he bragging, bro. Fuck him, bro.
It is, and I talked about it the other day. It feels weird. Like, when did we shame people because they don't really clap for you? You know what I'm saying?
They don't.
They don't.
They don't care.
They don't. And you got your core people, but you know what? You can't make. I think, and that's part of what it is too. Like, Denzel said this to Michael B. Jordan. And I think you show good practice on this. Like, I was just looking at your Instagram page the other day, and I'm still able to easily find clips that we did in August, September. You know what I'm saying? But why? Be careful how available you make yourself. Because why would they pay to see you on the weekend if they can see you all week for free? I feel like that maybe translates a little bit more with movie stars. But how do you find that balance? Like, because when you're first getting started, you almost have to shove yourself in front of people's faces. And then as you get a little bit more notoriety, like, how do you find that balance? Because even me, for some reason, this past week, I've had the most views that I've had in 14 months in a 7-day period, right? But for the 30-day period, I'm down 20,000. These numbers don't make sense to me.
These numbers don't make sense. They're skewed. They don't count if it's content that isn't your original content or whatever. But I will get back to the main point of this question, and I will say it changes damn near year by year now. But I think that it's a combination of balance nowadays because I think that because of the time we're living in now, people are posting so often that when you first get started, that's not a bad route to take to be outside, be posting a lot, but you kind of just fall into the mix. You know what I mean? Like, especially because if you're posting a lot, you're probably not giving yourself enough time to be as creative as you can be. I think that with the power of the internet today, to have the strongest step out, start with internet content first. Make people see you online first. So then when you show up in person, it's the TV effect. Oh, wow, I've only seen you the last 2 months through a screen. here you are in person. It's a mental thing. It's reverse psychology almost. You know what I mean? And that's kind of the approach I take. I'm not super famous in this city. I am well known.
Yeah.
I was outside too much at one point. I drew back at the beginning when I had first drew back. I had concerns that maybe I had removed myself too far from. But I have noticed that when I am out and I am available, it is celebrated.
Yeah.
It is, hey, fame is outside. What's up, bro? What you been working on?
Yeah.
When are you dropping? You know,
And
versus like,
go ahead.
I already know what you got coming because you keep telling us every show you perform. I already know what you got coming because you've been here the last 4 weeks. Like,
Well, and I feel like that, and I was going to follow it up with I think part of the reason why numbers may go down is it's whether I'm in Florida or not, it's still winter time. I'm inside. I'm not out in people's faces. But I also think I've been struggling lately because back home, I know I could go be involved or see or be around music at least once or twice a week. And it was good for my soul. You know what I'm saying? It's what made me feel good. I could go see somebody playing saxophone in the corner, or I could, I might be calling up the artist. You know what I'm saying? Or, just being around that. And as of right now, I don't have that, and it's like I got a big hole. You know what I'm saying? And I can't wait until I find. But I'm trying to, like you said, like you just said, I'm trying to. I could go out and rush and find a venue, and I could do it right now. But I would just be doing it like I want to make my moments impactful. You know what I'm saying? So like to build it. I am going to ask your advice. Actually, we'll just see. So I have that meeting with the city of Baltimore, the Parks and Rec director, on the 3rd, which is Tuesday. Uh, they want to come in. They want to talk. What What are some things that you think I should pitch? That if you were me, and I'm pitching some strengths, what would they be? Because have you ever
I
met
would
with this
say
city before for this kind of stuff? I'm sure you have.
I have, yeah. I would definitely shout out to your strength that you are a mixed crowd. Like you are able to bring a mixed crowd.
Yeah.
You're able to bring a controlled environment.
Hmm.
You are well versed on legalities as far as large gatherings go,
Yeah.
and you provide your own. Just let them know, like in the case that you guys couldn't provide security, I provide all extras needed for any event that I do myself, whether that be security, staffing, food, drinks, parking lot detail. I will cover anything that isn't covered.
Hmm.
But you got it. You know what to do. You know what you're doing, and basically just make sure the idea that you're selling them is something that they can see themselves involved in.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
You know.
Yeah, I got that. I did kind of get I think I might have got a little bit of a cheat code though. That little bar that I work at, one of the managers is on the Chamber of Commerce. I
Hmm.
was like, and she's gonna write me a referral letter. I was like, all right. Yeah, that's fair,
That's
man.
lit.
Like, yeah, super lit, super lit. I did find another little venue too that kind of like I was doing at the hotels. So this little kava shop. Actually, I wanted to bring that up this week because everybody, I still have some cocktails. I mean, obviously you're having a nooner wine. Well, it's
Hmm.
like two. So I have some drinks, but I did, I with me, I still have to be careful about the amount I consume. Um, because I am still recently clean. I want to call it, and I think everybody's sobriety. Let them live it how. For some people, they need 100% abstinence. Whatever works for you, do it. I'm not going to judge you. But anyway, I found these things are kava kratom bars, and they're essentially dry bars. There's no alcohol. But
Hmm.
and it's so I've been to some of them, and they just feel like I'm going to Starbucks. You know what I mean? There's not as much to do there, but I found it, and they have options, and you can drink some of these kava or kratoms, and you get a nice little buzz. They call it's a culture all on its own, I guess. Um, but it's the first place I've sent where you kind of get like you placebo effect, or
Yeah.
because I am noticing like right now, like the first couple of months of when I was being clean, I just needed to be in the house. Period. I needed to reset. Well, now I've got that. Now I am still ADD. But I'm also just a human being. I need things to do. So, and it's nice. Everyone is really chill there. They're very welcoming. They can hold a conversation because they're not wasted. They do call it getting muddy, which whatever. I mean, I drank a few, and it did hit me though, and it's like because you're not really sure what it is because it's not like a drunk, but it's not.
Yeah.
You're like something. All right.
Yeah.
And I guess maybe you feel like you're like slippery.
Feel like you're in the mud.
But do you think because also the current Gen Z and I guess I don't know if it's Gen Alpha, but at least Gen Z, this generation is drinking the least in like the last 100 years. Like they have so. But I don't know. I guess as I'm getting, how do you think? Because hip hop is also a big party thing. What are some other alternatives? Do you think we could have like successful sober events, or like you just make that the minimum?
I think I think sober events could definitely happen. I think successful sober events could for sure happen. I think that especially when you talk about like no alcohol, surprisingly, it's not surprising because if you really look at the way stuff's kind of panning out for the newer generation of people, right? These kids really like they're not thirsty to go to no bars or no clubs, bro. They're in the house they're doing in the house with 20 people sitting right here where I'm sitting with their camera on, right?
Yeah.
Like that's the thing
Being
now.
funny
And it's
as
like
shit.
being funny, having whatever little challenges, doing stuff. Like they're not concerned with like, oh, we're gonna go to the bar and get fucking sloshed. Like they want to make content. All people want to do today now is make content. Nobody and like you can't really make a lot of successful content drunk. So it's like that's where we're going. And then you got also the legalization of marijuana. Like take it from me, like the area that the dispo's in right now, like the drive-through is so packed all the time because we're still in an area where there's a stigma, and people don't want to be seen
So they
getting
try
their
to get in and
marijuana.
out.
Yeah, but it's like these people are swapping their after work drink for an after work joint.
Yes.
It's more peaceful. It's a lot more peaceful. It's a lot less. It doesn't break up happy homes. You go home high. You want to just eat and lay
you
up with
can
your
do it
bitch.
while
You
you
don't want to
drive.
argue. Yes, you know what I'm saying. And so it's just a lot of things that are turning the corner on alcohol consumption. People are able to do a lot more things and are doing a lot more things other than drinking their problems away these days, which is good. And there's just a good thing. And then no, we're getting all these fake ass. I don't want to call them fake. There are small cases, but we're getting these giant fucking warnings about marijuana consumption because the alcohol industry is fucking losing billions and they're fucking worried. Like they're fucking tweaking out. Like what the fuck's happening, y'all? Like well, people want to just smoke a joint now.
Yeah. 100%.
Go invest in a fucking weed company and you'll be okay. Like
100%, man. Well, I do want to ask you though, and we'll go ahead and get on the air. If I do get approved for this event, will you come be one of my headliners?
yeah, what was the date you're looking for again? June?
May
right?
May 23rd.
Oh, my birthday's the 21st.
Oh, might be perfect.
I know it literally might be a perfect reason for me to come to Florida. And
Okay.
I can't share why, but I'm gonna say my boy Joe Eid is about to move to Florida as well. I can't say why, but he's gonna be out there. And I was like, damn, two of my homies is finna be in Florida, like doing dope shit. I might have to probably pop out there.
Do you know what part
like,
he's coming to?
I don't think he said Tampa. I'll when next time I talk to him, I'll let you know.
Yeah, tell him because he and I were gonna work together, and then he had some health things.
Now, no, yeah, he's feeling a lot better now.
Okay, so I'll try to reach out to him.
He just called me with this good news. Yeah, you should reach out to him, bro, for real. Let him know you're down there, and like that might align that for real, actually. So,
well, okay, well,
cheers to good things aligning, huh?
Yeah, because I would definitely ask Joe to come do the show for sure.
Oh, I think he will.
Yeah, I think he would too.
Yeah.
And then we could kind of work on that. I'm excited, man, for where things to go. I'm trying to be patient, man. It's just you got to have things to do in your day, but like I also am trying to learn how to relax. And I think you helped me test my patience because I have like an OCD about time. I can't help it. I cannot help it. And you have been selling weed all your life, so like put that together. But
you know what I mean?
Yeah, what do you got coming up for the weekend?
Back in the studio on Friday, man. I've been back being creative. It's been nice.
Did you
to be
get
honest.
that scheduled with Jay?
No, I didn't. I need to text, or just tell him to text me again. I'm bad, bro. I'm bad texting people.
Please, because you're off.
If you didn't double and triple text me, bro, our conversations would. And it's not okay. Well, it is my fault. Like, there's fault there. It's my fault.
Yeah, because you could have made that post. It took you 3 days. I'm trying to be patient with you.
No, but I am so busy though. Like,
I understand.
So like, even on my off days, bro, I gotta get up at 7 in the morning and get my daughter ready and take her to daycare. Like, every day, even when I'm off, I have to still get up, and then I just be up, and then I'm busy as fuck. So then, like, when I finally get downtime, I don't be on my phone. I don't know if you noticed, but I don't post on IG or Facebook
noticed.
for real.
And if you don't,
Because I'm tired, my nigga. Listen. If I'm not, I be tired.
Do you hear it? Call it. He said it.
Shut the fuck up. It happened.
For like.
Nah, but real talk, I gotta work on it. I just be tired, bro. And I honestly, like, it's not even on some like lazy shit. I dead ass be just wanting to rest, because I do like, I gotta use my mind a lot every day to navigate a lot of shit I got going on. And me getting back creative has kind of caused the usual avalanche of more shit happening and people wanting me to come do stuff. And so I'm just like, all right, like, cool. I don't need to be on my phone when I have time to rest. Like,
now I think you understand why I didn't pay for cell phone service for so long.
Yeah.
Because if I wanted to be present, I just turned it off. Yep. You know? And it is nice. And like I said, it gives you that dopamine drip of like, would you go to check it? And then you got some messages. You're like, oh.
You feel me? You got 6, 7, 9, 10 notifications, you know, because you just not on there waiting for it to. It's just something else I'm working on too. It's me also not valuing, right? Even like the little video, I just posted a little clip. Me and Guy Almighty, we went and shot a little clip because I'm slow dripping my way back out. You know what I'm saying? We shot a little clip for a song I did, and I'm really like, I posted that, and I hope people saw it or whatever, but it's just like, I used to be super pressed, you know, like send it to everybody and like comment back on every comment and trying to find all the shares. And it's like, I appreciate that stuff, but it's like, when it's time for me to put that kind of energy into something, it'll be intentional. I'm not going to treat every single thing like I have to fucking hold my phone for the next 2 days. And
I know you got some music projects coming up, but I am also going to implore you, because I have a song that is going to be my next single, and it's going to be with you. I kind of want to learn how, like, I'm going to ask you, like, how are we going to shoot the visual? How are you? Because, like,
I got you. Yeah,
like just some clips, some things like that. I want to learn, and I appreciate that I have earned this spot to get to learn. Because, you know, like, I'm very passionate about it as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I want that one opportunity where that the artist is excited at the same time, and we're releasing it, and it's not like, hey, we recorded this 2 years ago.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I went there and I mixed it. I mixed it though. I was just mixing it yesterday. I went there and mixed it yesterday. I'm just waiting on Jay. Yeah, I fuck with it.
Did you like that cover art that I sent you?
You sent me cover art?
Mm-hmm.
Did you email it or something?
No, I texted to you.
You ain't send me no damn cover art.
Yes, I did. Let me see if I got a picture of it. I'll send it to you again. Hold on.
Last cover art I seen from your goofy ass is that damn shit you did when I got fucking bushy ass locks on my head.
What is funny though is I'm gonna keep talking. I'm gonna go grab my other phone, but you're like, why do I still have locks? And I'm like, dude, you're like, why would you use that one? I'm like, but in my defense, it still is your current cover art on your Facebook.
Oh my God! You keep leaning on that, buddy.
You're still using it, and you'll get mad at me for using it.
If I look at my cover photo,
I was just trying to keep the spirit of your locks.
Then you AI'd it. That's what was crazy.
Mm-hmm. Well, Fame, I also here's the thing too, though. You won't even pick a picture for me to replace it with. So until you are more active in that stuff,
found that picture on my Facebook. Now I gotta find a picture. Find that picture of me with a haircut. They're on there.
Yeah, or you could just send me one.
Nope.
Yep.
You didn't ask me to send one when you wanted to make me look like fucking Bob Marley, so.
You made yourself look like that, dude.
Hey, you know what we need to do one day, though?
What's that?
We need to do this, but we need to do it on Facebook Live.
On Facebook
Live? We can just live podcast one day.
So I actually had texted you that because
Capping.
No, I did text you that. I text you a lot though, so I understand why you don't respond to them all. But I asked you if you want it because I can go live on YouTube now too.
YouTube is cool, but I feel like we'll actually get some viewers on Facebook.
Okay, I'm down to try whatever because I can record.
But I think we can attempt to go live a couple times on Facebook, and if we get some kind of traction, then we can direct people to our YouTube. We can start by having, huh?
I agree. I just we just got to test how it looks like to record it because I still want to be able for us to get the clips. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So that's gonna be a thing. We're not gonna get clips from that unless somebody clips it for us, like from their phone, which we can just have somebody do. But for that particular thing, but I'm just thinking about it just being like something we do like outside of our podcast, like just a random we're potting live today. We just jump like right now. If we was to jump on that bitch if we would have got on there instead of here at 1 p.m. and just said we're live potting,
people would.
I think that'd be cool. People would jump in there for a second, but I think that'd be cool. And then we just use that as just even if we have some breaking news or something.
That every other week or something.
Yeah, I definitely do. Cause I want to get engaged, man. I want to see who would jump in live, who would jump in the conversations. I feel like we have enough people that follow us both that I think they would appreciate it as well because they like our videos and shit. So we need to test that. We need to test that.
Okay, I'm down. I'm down. Here, I'm about to send you this cover art real quick. I found it. Dude, I'm interviewing the girl I'm interviewing tomorrow. She's like she's a model. She's cool. She just came out with her own. You don't like that?
This is terrible.
I love that.
Did you make this yourself? I don't want to be mean to you if you made this. Did you fucking make this? Is this Courage the Cowardly Dog? What the fuck is this?
Yeah, that's kind of the vibes I'm going for.
They know.
What? And actually, Danny Dolphin made it, and then I just added some things to it.
You know what? I'm not gonna fault Danny Dolphin. That's my boy. He's done some cover art for me. I know you gave him this direction, so we're not gonna fault
Actually,
Danny
I
today.
just picked one. He made it, and I had some money, and I picked it.
It's fucking terrible.
I love it. And you know, partially why I want to use it, I was going to use it for the song that I was going to do with Siri, and I was like,
this
kind
is
of wanted
ass.
to settle it. She liked it though, but she said
this is ass.
Okay.
If you made this the cover art, no one will listen to our song. I promise you that. Shit.
It hurts my feelings because I've liked that for years. It's fine. I'll use it for something else.
The song for the Siri song would be good for this one though.
I agree. If we ever release that,
I would use that.
Are you Dan? I was just trying to be nice.
No, I'm so serious. I was just saying that based on what our song is about.
Yeah, for sure.
This is trash. This is not the vibe.
And what do you think about calling it more of the same?
No.
Because you said more something. More of it was your suggestion.
More of it. I mean, baby, I need more, baby. I'm gonna put on the shoulder. We're just gonna call it more.
Yeah, more. Amore.
Amor. Or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But we're definitely not doing nothing that got to do with barns and spaceships.
I am the alien, motherfucker. Because you got to think I'm doing
that is crazy.
The producer role. Well, that's fine.
Then you got your random fucking chair in the grass. Like what? Who?
That's not a chair. That's me. Oh, my random chair. No. Oh, my logo.
Yeah, it's your random fucking chair in the grass.
Yeah, it's my logo, dude. It's supposed to go somewhere.
I'm glad we had this discussion before you made an executive decision to use this.
I should have actually. You know what? I should move it to make it look like he's sitting down in a future one. You have some projects coming up though. Who with?
Man, I started a couple of collab projects. I got one with Devin Burgess, one with JB Lamage, and one with Joe Eid on the way. And I got one with an artist, and I'm not gonna announce the one I got with this other artist because we're gonna drop it on some just drop it on y'all heads in the summer and spring. We're working on that right now. But the one with Devin Burgess, we just basically need to do like 1 or 2 more songs, and then that'll be done. Me and JB's is pretty much finished, and me and Joe Eid just need to do mixes. And so like everybody's kind of getting back active at the same time.
Yes,
so I'm like, this is perfect. So I'm my goal is to have all that shit out, you know, or at least done this year. Like honestly, all those projects done.
You and those 3 other gentlemen, those are the ones I was going to suggest that you try and get to come with you. JB and Devin for sure. And then, you know, Joe E's always going to put on a good showing if he's down here. So let's just hope we get approved. I think we will, though.
Yep. I think you will. I think it's going to be fine, bro.
Yeah.
You got the skin to win, brother.
Privilege. Hey, you're the first person that's made me feel good about that in a while. So, you know, that's what friends are for.
That's a balance we got, my boy. Listen, I don't never mind sending Dane in to talk to nobody. What's happening? Let Dane talk to him. We're gonna be just especially sober Dane. We're fucking great. Just send Dane in there. We'll be fucking fine, guys. Just calm the fuck down.
I just gotta give him one of the bags. Who do I gotta talk to?
Fucking auntie hips.
Yeah. All right. Well,
yeah, man.
I think that's a good note for this week. Thank you, bro. I'm not going to say it as always. I appreciate your friendship. It's really important to me and like by overall right now. So I appreciate it. And I know it's reciprocated. So shout out to Spin Bin Magazine, our sponsor as always.
Shout out to Dan Rich Studios, Dan Rich Streetwear. YNO, we in the building, man. You feel me?
And shout out to life. Be nice to each other. Say something nice to somebody today. That's what I challenge. I challenge everyone out there. Say something nice about somebody you know today.
I challenge all rappers to go and compliment another rapper. Play another rapper in your city. Go compliment another rapper. Go play another rapper song from your city, and just realize we all trying to make this shit work.
I'm gonna go play.
We out of here, man.
I'm gonna go play Lantana. Bye.
Peace. All right, my boy. I'm gonna holla at you.